Thank you very much indeed. I now like to call Kristian Chapman from Liberal Youth Scotland to the stand, and will Etty Spencer from East Lothian Local Party please stand by.
Hello, Conference. This is my first time, so please bear with me. I'd like to say, as Acting President of Liberal Youth Scotland, education is the fundamental basis of all our futures. Without the right education and the right development in our younger years, where do we go in life? Where are we going to get our work from? Where are we getting our skills? Where are we getting our learning, understanding, how we're going to develop? It is crucial that we get the right education to really make us succeed and give us that leg up, that first step to make sure that we get the most effective start in life, a fairer start, a surer start. I ask you, 1997, Labour's promise, education, 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 and yet now in 2010, we can see that the divide between the lowest achievers and the highest achievers has increased. This is fundamentally wrong. The SNP have not been able to cut the class sizes. They've not been able to dump the student debt, as David rightly said. And we've also seen the SNP fail on multiple different manifestos. Schools have become bureaucratic institutions. Teachers are just filling out forms. They're forgetting to teach the students that they're there to teach. They're making sure that they're there with government standards. This is fundamentally wrong as well. We need to make sure that when we educate our children, they're being educated with the skills that they're going to then need for later life. Whether this be social or whether this be for employment, this is for each individual school to decide. We've now also got a problem within our education system, whereby where you live will deem where you need to go to your school. And this is a massive problem for parents, because they're now moving houses just to get into the right catchment area, rather than just saying, I want my son or daughter to go to this school. This is also wrong. This is why I work very closely with Margaret Smith as Acting President of Liberal Youth Scotland, to make sure that we've got the right education development programme in place to work with our younger children, making sure that they've got the right skills and the right development for later life, to make sure that they get employed at the end of the day. I'm still at university, and I know a lot of teachers that are about to graduate. They are all expecting not to get a job. And it's a sad state of affairs when I speak to my fellow student colleagues, when they're all saying, yes, we've done 4 years at university, we've put in all this hard work. I know teachers that work longer than 9 to 5, as most teachers do. They're there prepping their classes. And yet they know that most likely they will not come out of this degree with a job. And that's shocking. As said, we've got perfectly good talent, wasted talent now going down the drain after 4 years of education, 4 years of putting into the teaching and the money and the time, and what did they get out of it? Nothing. This has to be solved. And I'm pleased that part of the Liberal Democrats, we have come up with a very good motion here and a very good strategy to take this forward and make sure we get the right education for our children, to make sure they have the skills, to make sure they get the fairer, sure start in life. Thank you very much.